is one that happened to our family. Our family is from Dos Pueblos, as some people call it, and but we call it, the Chumash name would be Mikyuyi. And my girl, who's now in college, she was 5 years old when this happened, kind of like some of you are 5 years old, huh? And we went up there with a group with my sister-in-law. Oh, 6, sorry, you're 6. My grandson's letting me know. We went up to visit our my daughter would be great-great-great-grandmother, Maria Clemencia Anaclete de Ortega. How do you like that for a name? We had long names, thank you to the missions. But she spoke Chumash at that time. But the survival language was Spanish. So there's the Malia. We didn't have ours, so your name would be Malia, not Maria. My name would have been Malia also. Maria Clemencia Arellano de Anaclete de Ortega. Okay, so we were going to go see where she lived and worked and sang. And there was a lot of abalone then. Now, if you read all the signs in the aquarium, you'll see that a lot of abalone is getting, hard to find, and it's getting extinct. So there they are in this abalone village, and the way we got there was so exciting. A friend of a friend was house sitting one of the beautiful homes, because that's ocean front, kind of like Malibu, and we don't have that land anymore. So these beautiful homes are there, and he was house sitting, and his friend knew us and said, "Oh, I know the people that come from this village. Can they come and visit me?" He said, "Sure." So his name was Joe, and we had to meet him at a gas station. Okay, this is sounding really exciting to me. I'm going, we're going to meet who? Where? And then so my husband says, "Don't worry, it's safe, it's safe." Okay, I have this 5-year-old daughter. I want everybody to be safe, and of course it was. So we get to the gas station. We didn't know what he looked like. We didn't know anything about him. And he comes and approaches us, and he says, "Are you the Moreno family? Are you the Sanchez family?" And I said, my husband said, "Yes, I'm Joe." "Hi, Joe." He goes, "Get in your car and follow me. I'll take you there." So we did it. He took us through these winding roads and through trees, and where I'm going, oh my gosh. But excited at the same time to go back to where you come from, to go back home. This is great stuff. Okay, so I have this 5-year-old. We all have been taken care of being 5, and they get antsy and excited. So my girl's getting, oh boy, she thinks, I think that we're going to see great-grandma still there working on abalone, I think. I don't know what she was thinking, really. So we get there, get off the car, and he says, "The land is yours for right now. Enjoy." So we get out, and the first thing we see is barbed wire fence. So I happened to grow up with barbed wire fence in Colorado when I was 5, so I knew you hold it down and you pick up the other part, and you don't ever let it go and let people get through. And that's kind of almost symbolic of who we are as natives. We're always having something stop us from our land. But we got through. That was the main thing. And we said, what do? We just looked. And then we could hear a creek. It's called Dos Pueblos because there's a creek there and a village on this side and a village on that side. And we just listened. And then the wind came. And it was like you could hear Maria Clemencia Anaclete de Ortega singing and working and speaking the language. And so we started singing the Chumash welcome song. Hey, 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 Yungowa. Hey, 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 Yungowa. And we use clapper sticks, not drums. And we use rattles. So my sister-in-law got her clapper stick. I didn't have any at the time, neither did my daughter. And she's singing away, hey, 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 Yungowa. Hey, 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 Yungowa. My daughter decides she is so into this, starts to take the clapper stick from her auntie, from her godmother. And I, being the mom that I am, put my hand on her and say, you need to ask. Well, wise Nina Georgie says, oh no, she needs to take this, or she needs to know who she is. So she gave it in her wisdom, and there's my daughter singing, hey, 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 Yangowa, hey, 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 Yangowa, hey, 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 Yangowa, hey, 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 Yangowa, hey, Yangowa, hey, Yangowa. So it felt so wonderful to be on that land and to almost hear our ancestors whispering in our ears. So my husband did a ceremony. We took an abalone shell, because that's what she did, and we put some sage in it. And we found a place to put it, which was by a bush near the village, very close to the village. And we left it there, and we said our goodbyes. And with that came a song to my husband, and it's about the village of Mikyuyi. And that's when Koyo, that's my daughter's Chumash name, which means new beginnings, meets Malia for the first time. And they're one, because of who we are, because of who we are. She went back to meet her great-great-grandmother. And this song is done in Spanish and in Chumash. And it starts like this. Vine a visitarte Mikyu, Chumash taksuwaipish. Yo veo una niña linda, tu awanish. Malia y Koyo son uno, Mikyuyi, Mikyuyi, Mikyuyi. Vine a visitarte Mikyu, Chumash taksuwaipish. Yo veo una niña linda, tu awanish. Malia y Koyo son uno, Mikyuyi, Mikyuyi, Mikyuyi. That's the song I sang with my daughter since she was 5 years old until I didn't put her to bed anymore. That was our night prayer. I sang the Spanish part and she sang the Chumash part. And it's about a shell. We left a shell for you. Thank you, our ancestors. Okay, Katina. Do I have time for one more story or a song? Okay, all right. I'm going to tell you, probably later on you're going to hear the story of our origin, how we started. Everybody knows the story of the Rainbow Bridge if you're Chumash. So I'm going to tell, you know it, huh? Then my grandchildren out there. I'm going to tell you a quick version